it going?
Wait.
Do you want to be in the best shape of your life? Do you want to have the best training in the world? And do you want to pay those student loans back? If the answer is yes, then you need to join the National Guard. Most of us go through life go through a point in our life when we need a little guidance and direction. The National Guard can give you that guidance and point you in the right direction to give you a better chance for a better future. My background is that I'm in the process of joining the National Guard currently. And I also have a family member, my uncle, who retired from the National Guard. Also, and he gave me a lot of things to look forward to when I joined. Also, the sources I'm going to use today come from nationalguard.com, military.com, cashmoneylife.com, an interview from my uncle, Lieutenant Colonel Tim Anderson, and from an article called Rise Up in Future Career Magazine. The purpose of this speech today is to convince you why it is a good idea to join the National Guard. The three things I'm going to go over in this speech: I'm going to go over the student loan repayment, I'm also going to go over the training that you'll receive in the National Guard, and the physical fitness and benefits of being in the National Guard. So let's get to the first one, which everyone loves to talk about: student loan repayment. Most of us have to take student loans out when we go to school. And they can take up to close to 20 years to pay back. But if you join the National Guard, you can pay it and do 6 years of service as a reservist. You will be able to pay it all back within that 6 years. And if you ask me, that's a much better deal than taking 20 years to pay it off. That information comes from cashmoneylife.com. The second thing I'd like to talk about is the training that you'll receive in the National Guard. According to my uncle, Lieutenant Colonel Tim Anderson, and the National Guard website, you can take that training that you receive in the National Guard and apply it to your civilian job in your civilian life. And for me, for example, I want to work in the medical field in the National Guard, but I'm also wanting to work as a nurse in the civilian world. So I can take the training I learned from the National Guard and apply it to my civilian job and become better at my job. And the last thing I would like to talk about is being in the best shape of your life and the benefits from coming from the National Guard. When you are in basic training, which is something we all have to go through during the when we're in basic training, which is something we all have to go through when we join, it pushes you physically and it pushes you mentally. And being able to overcome that moment when you feel like you're about to break and you can't go on anymore, once you come over that mental barrier, there are endless opportunities that await you in the National Guard. And that comes from military.com. Now, according to the article in Future Career Magazine, Rise Up, if you need a part-time job and full-time benefits while you're in school, then the National Guard is the way to go, because you only have to go 1 weekend a month, which is your normal drill time, and then 2 weeks out of the year. And because you're in school, you can use your 2 weeks during the summer, so you do not miss any class time or anything major during the school year. And that is a very significant payoff for somebody who's working while in school. In conclusion, I had a lot of things come up in my life that prevented me from joining the National Guard before, and I do not want you to make the same mistake. As I said before, my background is I'm going through this process right now, but I also have a family member who retired from the National Guard. And I also went over why you need to join for the benefits and being in physical shape, for the training you'll receive, and for the student loan repayment. So don't hesitate, just do it, because it opens up so many doors for you. And so also, the National Guard, among the other branches, they give you just a sense of pride and honor within your country, and it helps you further your career. Thank you.
Good, where do I sign up?
No,
Exactly
exactly 5 minutes.
I started a little late.